It's certainly a happy day for Britney Spears' mom, Lynne,
This is just a groundbreaking day.
who's speaking out after the latest update in her daughter's ongoing conservatorship battle. On Thursday, Britney's attorney confirmed to ET that her father and conservator, Jamie Spears, is willing to permanently step down.
What he's saying in what he just filed in court is that he is willing to step down in the best interests of Britney Spears. However, he wants to talk to all the parties and he wants to get a plan in place to make sure it's done in a what he calls respectable way that's good for Britney Spears.
Now, Lynne is reacting in a statement obtained by ET. Her attorney tells us, quote, Lynne Spears is pleased Jamie has agreed to step down. Lynne entered into this conservatorship to protect her daughter almost 3 years ago. She has accomplished what she set out to do. She will have no further comment.
Things have really heated up between Jamie and Lynne Spears, and it's getting pretty nasty. In the latest court filing, Jamie Spears really attacked Lynne Spears for saying, quote, false statements about him. And he's really going after her, not only as a person in terms of what she said, but also claiming that she's been a horrible mother all of these years. And on vice versa, Lynne Spears has said the same thing about Jamie, that he's been a horrible father. So what is the truth is the question.
With Jamie, it's important to note that while he's agreed to step down as conservator, he is not resigning. According to TMZ, court documents filed by Jamie say in part, quote, there are, in fact, no actual grounds for suspending or removing Mr. Spears as conservator of the estate. Nevertheless, even as Mr. Spears is the unremitting target of unjustified attacks, he does not believe that a public battle with his daughter over his continuing service as her conservator would be in her best interests. Jamie says that he'll work with Britney's new attorney, Matthew Rosengart, so there's a, quote, orderly transition to a new conservator. There's no current timeline for that transition. ET spoke with Rosengart in July.
Less than 2 weeks ago, we pledged that after 13 years of the status quo, my firm and I would move aggressively and expeditiously to file a petition to suspend and remove James P. Spears.
In court docs obtained by ET that same month, Lynne said she became a participant in Britney's conservatorship in May 2019 to, quote, ensure that everything in my daughter's life was handled in the best interests of my daughter, the conservatee, which I did not believe at the time and I still do not today to be the case. Lynne also alleges that Jamie has used, quote, microscopic control over Britney and says her ex-husband is, quote, incapable of putting Britney's interests ahead of his own. As for what's next, well, seems the Spears family is going to have to come together.
So what Jamie Spears is asking in terms of next steps is for all of the interested parties involved in this, Britney Spears' attorney, Lynne Spears, to get together and kind of have a discussion in terms of what the next steps should be.